As always, it is so great to be here with you, and I hope you're staying safe and healthy out there. Anyways, today we're making another classic Spanish recipe, this time from the historic province of Cádiz, which is located in the southern region of Andalusia. We're talking papas aliñas. This is also known as patatas aliñadas. And let me tell you, this is a potato dish that you will find served all year round in southern Spain, but it's extra special during the summertime as it's typically served chilled and it fills your body with so much goodness. Folks, this is another recipe that's effortless to put together. It's made with very simple ingredients and it's all done in a little over 30 minutes. Alright, let's begin by grabbing a kilogram of potatoes, which is about 2¼ pounds, that have already been peeled, washed, and patted dry, and cutting each potato into pieces that are 1 inch thick, which is about 2½ centimeters. Now to make this recipe, important to use potatoes that are a bit more waxy than starchy, as we're going to be boiling the potatoes, that way they hold their shape and they don't fall apart. I'm using new potatoes, but you can also use Yukon Gold, Golden Delight, or even red potatoes. Then we'll add in the cut potatoes into a stock pot and fill it with some cold water to about 1 inch above the potatoes, which once again is 2½ centimeters. Then we'll season generously with sea salt and heat it with a high heat. While the potatoes are cooking, let's start getting the rest of the ingredients ready. I'm going to start by finely chopping 1 medium-sized white onion. You can use other types of onions here, such as the bulb from a spring onion or even a shallot. Either way, try to use an onion here that's mild in flavor, that way it doesn't overpower the potatoes. Then we'll grab a generous handful of fresh parsley and finely chop it. And finally, we'll add in 6 tablespoons of extra virgin olive oil into a bowl, which is about 90 milliliters. For this recipe, so important to use a great olive oil as it's the base fat of the dish and what truly flavors all the ingredients. You'll find a link where you can get the Spanish one I'm using from the Georgetown Olive Oil Company in the description box below. We'll also add in 2 tablespoons of sherry vinegar, which is about 30 milliliters. You can substitute this for regular red wine vinegar. And whisk it together until it's well mixed. Alright, let's move back to the potatoes. It's been about 20 minutes since I turned on the heat, and at this point, they should be perfectly cooked through. You know, you can always pierce them with a toothpick, and if it easily goes in there, but with some resistance, they are ready to go. If you overcook the potatoes, they can easily fall apart. At this point, I'm going to remove them from the heat and drain them into a colander and let them sit here for a couple minutes. That way the water can drain and they can slightly cool off. Once the potatoes are cool enough to handle, I'm going to add them back into the stock pot. You can also use a mixing bowl here if you like. I just prefer to use the stock pot, that way I don't have to dirty another dish. Then we'll add in the chopped onion over the potatoes, the chopped parsley, and our olive oil and sherry vinegar dressing. Then we'll season generously with sea salt and just a kiss of freshly cracked black pepper. And we'll gently toss it together until everything's well mixed. Once the potatoes are well mixed, we'll transfer them into a serving dish. And at this point, you can add them into the fridge if you want to serve them chilled, or you can just serve them at room temperature. Either way, check it out. Our papas aliñas are done. A beautiful Spanish potato dish from the province of Cádiz. So easy to make, done in a little over 30 minutes and promised to be some of the best potatoes ever. Let's give it a try and see how it turned out. Once again, folks, papas aliñas, a beautiful potato dish from the province of Cádiz. Here we go. Let me teleport these to you. I gotta come in for a second bite. That is absolutely delicious. First things first, the potatoes kept their shape, but they just melt in your mouth. And there's so many wonderful flavors in there. with that olive and sherry vinegar really shining through. Folks, get these to try at home. Serve them as a tapas appetizer like they do in Cadiz, or even as a side dish. Serve them chilled or even at room temperature. Either way, I promise with the first taste, you're gonna get hooked on these potatoes because they are so delicious. Real quick before I go, shout out to a couple of my patrons, David Anthony, Jean, Maybeth Robles, Manuel J. Rosales, and Edward J. Garrison. Again, guys, thank you so much for being patrons of Spain on a Fork. You know how much I appreciate you. If you enjoyed today's video, hit that like button, leave me a comment below, and if you're not subscribed, don't forget to smash that subscribe button and click on the bell icon. That way you can get notified every time I release new content and to become a part of the Spain on a Fork family. Till the next time, hasta luego.